Emergency management officials here in Duval County, like so many of you, are watching and waiting to see what Hermine does. Channel 4's Jim Pickett is joining us live. Jim.
You know, Tom, they're just watching and waiting, at least city officials are, to see what's happening with this storm. And they're also getting a lot of questions. Number one question is about this. The bridges, say the Acosta Bridge, or over here, the Main Street Bridge. People are calling and asking, are these bridges going to close because of the storm? Well, today the mayor said, no, not unless the winds reach 40 miles per hour. And they'll know more about that tomorrow, and they'll know more about that on Friday. There have been other questions, as we had mentioned, questions about schools and businesses. All of those have been a concern by many people. And the mayor said that he is going to issue a state of emergency for Jacksonville at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Now, that may sound ominous, but the mayor says it's not.
Again, state of emergency declared effective tomorrow at 5 p.m. It's important that people know what state of emergency means. That simply gives us access to resources, to financial resources, to be able to act accordingly and do things as this storm develops and has an impact on our area.
And the mayor says he doesn't really see that happening at this point. It is just a precaution. You know, I was asking him about schools because the superintendent was in the meeting with them as well. Are schools going to be closed? He said it's going to be a normal day tomorrow. Schools will be open. And also he is saying, too, that the governor was with him earlier in the day. And here's what the governor said when he was at our Emergency Operations Center.
You'll see some
Governor Scott received one of his many briefings today at the Emergency Operations Center here in Jacksonville as he talked with the National Weather Service, and later he told us what we can expect.
We're going to see significant amounts of rain, probably 5 to 10 inches of rain, but if you look at the prior storms we've had in the state, we can have a band that drops a lot more. So possibly even 15 inches of rain.
The governor also made it clear that this storm has the threat of tornadoes. We've seen that here in Jacksonville in the past with Tropical Storm Bonnie back in 2004. It came in from the Gulf as well, and the tornadoes formed here in Jacksonville.
We have a risk of tornadoes. So when you think about this, all of us have to think, how would we be prepared in case of a tornado? Florida doesn't have a lot of tornadoes, but this storm has a risk of tornadoes.
Today, the city took efforts to get ready for the storm. JEA crews are out working, and they're also standing by to cover any outages, as well as public works. They're getting ready for possible flooding. They're working on these pumps here in San Marco, which could turn on once floodwaters hit. And the mayor said today that the Emergency Operations Center is going to be fully staffed starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow. They are going to keep an eye and try to let us know exactly what's happening with the storm. We're live on the South Bank. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.